Hey beauties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well as always. For today's video, we are going to be trying some cat eye polishes by Born Pretty, and I did go ahead and size my nail tips out. These are the Nails by Dev medium tapered square nails, and I also went ahead and put some peel off base coat on. So let's go ahead and apply these nails. I'm just applying these with some base coat because I am actually just doing a pop-off method per usual. So I'm going to go ahead and flash cure these on for about 10 to 15 seconds and then cure for about 60 seconds. So here are the polishes that we will be trying out today. One is like an emerald green, and then the other one is almost like a moonlight yellow. It's really pretty. And this emerald green is really beautiful. Like, I don't think the camera does it much justice because it is on the more darker side. But it's like a green with little specks of blue in it. So I'm going to apply about 2 coats of this polish, curing for about 60 seconds in between each coat. And I did put on base coat before applying the gel polish. I just forgot to show it in the video, but I did apply some base coat to the nail tips. So 2 coats of this gel polish, curing for 60 seconds in between each coat. And then for the moonlight color, I do end up only applying 1 coat of that because we are going to cover this a little bit with some chrome. And when it comes to cat eye, I don't really have like a specific way of doing the magnet. I kind of just move it around until I'm like satisfied with the way that it looks. But I always see like really cool tricks with cat eye, and I would like to get familiar with some of those because they are like really pretty. Like if you know how to work the magnet or if your magnet is strong enough. But yeah, so this color I am super obsessed with. I love emerald green. I just feel like it is so beautiful. So I'm just kind of pulling that green out, and then I'm going to cure this and then do it again on the second coat. coat is all cured, I'm just going to mix some black liner gel with a little bit of this chrome top coat since we are going to be adding some gold chrome. You could also use like a brown polish underneath the gold chrome. That also looks really good as well. I just kind of reached for the black liner gel. So I'm just going to apply this wherever I want to place the chrome and then cure for about 60 seconds. So now we are ready to apply our chrome powder. So I'm going to really work this in because I feel like the more you rub chrome, the shinier it gets. And then any chrome that gets on like those little circles, I'm just going to take the opposite side of this applicator and just rub it off. That's why when working with chrome, and I'm sure most of you know this already, you want to make sure you have like a matte base. That way none of the chrome sticks. So you could either do like a matte top coat, just make sure you wipe it off with alcohol after you cure it to get rid of any like stickiness or tackiness. Or I also see people, excuse me, I also see people use top coat and then buff off, like lightly buff off the top coat, like the shiny layer, so that the chrome doesn't stick either. So, I mean, either way works, whichever works best for you. They also have like anti-chrome top coats as well that I really would like to try because sometimes not all matte top coats are like anti-chrome. So you just kind of gotta find one that like works for you. But as you can see here, I'm just taking the opposite side of this applicator and then rubbing off any unwanted chrome. And you could also take a little brush and get it wet with alcohol just to kind of wipe away any unwanted chrome. Just make sure you're not wiping off any of the chrome that you do want on there, because sometimes if your brush that you're cleaning up with is too wet, it can also take away that chrome since it's just a powder. So here I'm taking this 3D chrome gel. This is a thicker product, so it's definitely buildable. So I'm just kind of outlining those little, definitely aren't circles, but I'm just kind of outlining these little shapes here, and then I'm going to kind of go back over it with more of the product. I don't want it to be too like 3D or too out there. Um, but this was a really fun product. It was my first time using it, and I'm really excited to try it on other sets because it is really easy to work with. I just think also the brush that I was using was more on the thinner side, so I feel like I had to keep dipping back in there because most of it also was like at the top of the brush. So I'd probably use a different liner brush to apply it, like more thicker one. But I really do love this product. So once I'm done doing my outlines and kind of going back over it to make it a little bit more thicker, I cure it for about 60 seconds. And I kind of giggled at this part because like once I had all my gold chrome on, the Lucky Charms slogan like popped up in my head of like, oh, they're magically delicious because of the green and gold. So I guess it's like perfect timing for St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, I wasn't like a huge fan of Lucky Charms. They're like too sweet for me. I was more of like I'm like a honey bunches of oats kind of gal, you guys. Don't don't judge me, okay? I'm a honey bunches of oats kind of gal or Reese Puffs. And I almost said Captain Crunch, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like growing up, Captain Crunch used to literally tear the roof of my mouth up. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know, but certified like trip to the ER because Captain Crunch is wildly painful to consume. So yeah, now that you guys know what kind of cereal I used to eat, I feel a lot closer to you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep on doing this and then curing for 60 seconds and then apply more gold chrome on top of these little outlines. we have our final look. I will leave everything that I used in this video in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me while I do some nails. I appreciate you all as always. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one.